So it's exciting. And you're talking about the adrenaline. It's like when you break that brick wall. It's that same kind of rush. You get so excited because you can share it with somebody and they get excited with you. And that's kind of like what the people over at Genealogists.com do. They do all this work and then they give it to their clients. They're so excited. They found something that they couldn't find on their own.
The experts at Genealogists.com can help find documentation necessary to join societies, as we spoke about last week. Tina, what would you say you hear the most that people think they need to do to join a society?
They think, oh, I know, I got to prove when I was born, when my ancestor was married and died. But you also have to link to that next generation. And as you go further back in time, it can get a little hard and tricky. And it's important, like me and you were talking before the show, that even if you're not documenting to get in a society, we need to have that proof for birth, marriage, death, any event in our life. We need to have that documentation.
The report, I think, is very key that you get when you're contracting with genealogists.com. I think that report is something that, gosh, can you just imagine you don't know anything about your family? You're just anticipating what these people are finding. And then you get this wonderful report that breaks it all down and you could understand it.
Well, one thing I was taught, I took a professional genealogy class by Alyssa Calisi Powell, and she said the report should take as long, if not longer, than the research itself. You need to cite your sources. You need to explain what you found and why you feel like that's the right information. You don't just go put down someone's name and a date. You need to put down the name, the date, the place. What do you have to prove that's correct? And so you don't want to just rush through a report. You really need to take your time and make it to where it's on their level of understanding who's going to be the recipient. Read that.
Definitely. And I think that for them, for their patrons, I think that's something that they've really, really been proud of and they've really enjoyed because they're really showing that they care about the people that they're giving the information to. They want them to understand it. So they're telling their genealogists that work for them, hey, this is not, and they told me a couple of times, this is not going to a genealogist. You need to make sure that you're wording this so that our people can understand that we're actually giving it to our patrons. So it's definitely true. And just the fact that they have 1,000 different genealogists, they have access all over the world, China, Canada, Australia, just all over the world. It's genealogists.com. Genealogists.com. It's genealogists with an S on the end. And they are the number one in the world. Tina, we are going to have a wonderful day here in Los Angeles, and I wish you the same in Tennessee.
Bye, Sherry.
Goodbye.
You're listening to A Savory Spotlight with Sherry Savory and Tina Sansone, right here on LA Talk Radio.